らほらみんな、目を覚ませ。
We are gonna miss the train if you don't get up. Maho and I work together to rouse the sleepy troops. It takes some effort, but we finally get everyone ready and head out.
わあ、すっごい人がいっぱい。
Can I skip? Yes. Suzu Route 1! The Amazing Sister. A week has passed since we made it home in one piece after our big trip to Samakomi. I am currently standing in the middle of the road as the sun's heat beats down on me unrelentingly. It's hot as balls out here. The heat is seriously gonna roast me like a pig. Just as I am starting to realize my own peril, though, a voice calls out to me.
おーい。
Maho comes running along the seaside road, the water flickering like a mirage from the heat. How the hell can you run in this heat? I would have collapsed in 2 seconds flat. Guess this fighting game gal has some IRL stamina too.
悪い、遅れた。って、
Huh? What is it?
そうすけなのか？
The shock is so overwhelming that she takes a full step back, not even pausing to wipe the sweat from her brow. Following that, she narrows her eyes and stares at me questioningly. Yeah? Who else would I be?
その声は、そうすけ？お前本当にそうすけなのか？
No freaking shit, it's me! What's wrong with you?
いや、真っ黒すぎて誰かわからなかった。
I got fried that bad? My sunburn's so bad even my own damn childhood friend doesn't recognize me.
そうだな。例えるなら、松沢ジゲルと五田裕二とモノミンタを足しっぱなしにした感じ。
What the fuck? So I'm not just cooked, I'm charred to the level of charcoal fucking black? God, I just hope I didn't cause permanent damage to my skin. If only I'd borrowed some sunscreen from Nanaru.
まあ、でもどうしたんだ？急に呼び出したりして。
I need your advice on something.
相談？
Yeah, but can we go to the arcade and talk there?
ちょうどよかった。ここしばらく行ってなくて腕がなまってたんだ。練習相手になってくれ。
Sweet, let's get going then. Maho and I start walking toward the arcade. We make small talk along the way, just chatting about whatever. She doesn't try to poke at what's bothering me. She's probably giving me the time to sort my thoughts and decide what I want to say, and thank goodness, because I definitely need it. After arriving at the arcade, we head straight for the fighting game section.
空いてる。
As luck would have it, there are 2 open machines for Maho's favorite game. We sit down in adjacent seats, throw in our coins, and pick the 1v1 mode.
で、どうしたんだ？
She broaches the subject as casually as can be, not removing her eyes from the character select screen. Well, I brood over what exactly to begin with, before realizing that I'm talking to my childhood friend, someone who knows me better than anyone. I can just lay it on her straight up. There's no need to beat around the bush. It's about Suzu.
すずがどうかしたのか？
Well, not that exactly, but like... I proceed to give her the rundown on everything that's been happening with Suzu lately. Morning.
おはよ
おはよ
It's summer break, but I've woken up at around the same time I regularly do on school days. I have some homework I'm gonna do in the morning, but I'll be free to chill and do whatever afternoon. My parents essentially forced the schedule on me in hopes that I wouldn't spend my whole summer vacation being a couch potato. Nanaru and I have been obediently adhering to it thus far, well, at great cost for her. Nanaru comes into the living room practically sleepwalking. It couldn't have been any clearer that she just woke up. At the rate she's going, it won't be too long before she's waking up at noon. But Suzu is quick to support her and keep her from falling over.
ナナル、しっかりして。ほら、起きて。
You could at least say good morning.
おはよ
Hey, don't go back to sleep. When did you go to bed last night?
昨日アイドラ一気見したんだけど、セリラのさ、もうさ、あのシーン最高でさ。
Yeah. Serida is best waifu, yada yada.
シャイニングウィザードめっちゃ良かった。一撃でノックアウト。
Idol shows don't have those kind of scenes? What the fuck was she watching? Sounds more like Avengers than Idolas to me.
ナナル、アイドラの前に私がおすすめするアニメを見てたから。
So watching them back to back got her head all mixed up?
そうみたい。そっちにもセリラ役の声優さん出てたから。
She forces a smile as she holds Nanaru still, keeping her from rocking like a pendulum. What kind of show was it, by the way?
8の字ロールで世界を目指す若手ボクサーの話。
What? What does that have to do with Shining Wizard? That's a pro wrestling move. Wait, maybe that's the reason why Nanaru's swaying back and forth? Double wait! The two of them are so close they are watching anime together? Shit! Why wasn't I invited?
ほら、ナナル起きて。朝ごはんだよ。やだよ、まだ眠いよ。寝かせてよ。夏休みなんだし。子供か。
You're responding to yourself? And she went back to sleep after that?
夏休みだからってダラダラしちゃダメだよ。ほら起きて起きて。やだ。もうナナルってば、すずちゃんに迷惑かけて。
At this point, Mom comes along, sighing in exasperation when she sees the unbecoming state Nanaru's in.
迷惑なんてそんなことないよ。そんなことないです。
She stares guiltily down at the ground, probably worried she wasn't speaking politely enough around Mom. But Mom isn't bothered by it. She just smiles.
いいのよ、そんな堅苦しい話し方しなくても。むしろちょっと生意気なぐらいが私は嬉しいかな。でも
本人がいいって言ってるんだから遠慮するな。
Dad throws in a comment while reading the paper. He's clearly worried about Suzu.
ちらり。
I saw that.
そんなことないよ。
Hate to say it, Pops, but you're busted.
ですやん。
My dad's not exactly the most secretive person on the planet. Let's just say that. Wake your ass up already.
ね、敬語なんてやめちゃえやめちゃえ。はい。次からそうし、そう、ママ。うん。
Huh?
お、
まあ。
今ママって言ったか？
お母さんは死んだお母さんのことを思い出すから。だからその。
Suzu trips and stumbles over her words before glancing over to me in need of assistance. I can tell she's worried over whether she should be calling Mom that. I give her a huge, firm nod to reassure her. Don't see anything wrong with that. Ain't that right, Dad?
Repeat, please.
What did you just say?
Repeat, please. Yes, one more.
Please, one more.
Mom and Dad stare at her, sparkly-eyed and grinning. She hesitates before taking in a deep breath and saying,
Mama!
There it is. For a moment, the living room is dead silent.
イエーイ
祭りだ祭りだわっしゃーい酒持ってこい
はいどうぞ
Mom wastes no time and fills 2 beer mugs with an amber-colored liquid. Wait, what are you doing? You two have to go to work in a bit.
構うもんか祝いだ祝い
イエーイ
わっはっはっはっは麦茶だこれイエーイ
You don't even care? And why are you acting drunk after drinking freaking tea? They're acting way too hyped up. This doesn't make sense.
構わんどうせ気分で酔える
そうよ大事なのは気分よ
ウェーイ
ウェーイ
Holy hell, they're really throwing a party. Our parents ignore the concern on our faces as they continue to jump and prance around over barley tea. It feels like they've wrapped Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving and both their birthdays into one. How can you sleep with all this noise? Just get up already, you damn sloth. I give Nanaru a 100% power double slap right across the cheeks. Even Sleeping Beauty would have woken up from the shock and pain of that.
何する
I'm not gonna let you sleep your way out of helping us deal with them.
の？逃げるって何の話？
Unaware of what exactly has transpired during her time asleep, Nanaru looks up. She instantly blinks in disbelief at the sight.
わーっしょいわーっしょい
わーっしゃいわーっしゃい
何よこれ
Now you see what I've been dealing with while you were getting your beauty sleep.
なんで鈴が胴上げされてんの
下ろしてなんで宙を待ってる子守へ鈴
これ祝い祭り
私が寝てる間に何があったの？
お起きたかななる
あんたも参加しなさいさあ早く
は？なんで私？もう私はいいからナナルにも胴上げやってあげて
おおそうかそうか
よーし次はナナルね
My parents lower Suzu to the ground, her eyes spinning, then set their sights on Nanaru. Poor girl doesn't even know what's going on. They immediately pick her up and throw her up so hard she almost crashes into the ceiling.
わっしょーい
わっしょーい
She shrieks in vain as my parents make her their plaything. Suzu, on the other hand, sighs a big sigh of relief. She's taking refuge beside me after using Nanaru as her sacrifice.
びっくりした。
You okay?
私は大丈夫。ナナルを
わっしょーい
I really don't want to get caught up in their madness, so I'm just gonna leave them be. At least this'll keep Nanaru from falling back asleep. Anyway, as shocked as I am that they started throwing you up in the air like that, I'm also kinda shocked that you called Mom Mommy. Why the change?
何かあったというか。
She smiles awkwardly as she uses her hand to comb her hair back in place.
今ならママって呼んでも許してくれるかなと思って。
Of course she'd be okay with that. Mom doesn't care.
それに私もやっと整理がつけられそうだったから。
Oh, really? Mom treated me like I was her own child from the day we met. Since I was so young, I got used to it immediately, and it wasn't long before I started calling her mom. But Suzu's a lot older than I was at that time, and the older you get, the harder it is to adjust to these sorts of things. I understand how my little sister feels, so I act like any good older brother should and pat her on the shoulders. I'm happy for you, Suzu. The fact that Mom was okay with it really seems to have lifted a weight off Suzu's shoulders. What a pleasant morning indeed. Well, aside from...
お祭りだ
今夜はごちそうだ
So why did you make Nanaru take the fall?
ナナルなら許してくれるかなと思って
Right. I guess her heartless betrayal of Nanaru is just proof that she's one of the family now. Thanks, Nanaru. You really saved our asses.
何悟ったような笑顔で見てんのよあとなんで二人とも少しずつ遠ざかってんのよ助けろバカナナル目が覚めてよかったねいいからさっさと止めろ
So yeah, that's the gist of what happened.
それは良かったな。
The events I just summarized happened 3 days ago. Mom cooked a feast that night, like she said she would. And they even added some decorations that made it seem like they were adding Halloween and Easter into the mix as well.
なんだかいい話に聞こえるんだが、気のせいか？
She tilts her head questioningly, but keeps her eyes glued to the game machine. She's completely focused on the story, yet still playing at peak performance. It's like her hands have a mind of their own. Me, on the other hand, I'll probably lose the second I allow my mind to wander towards the conversation. Yeah, it is a good thing. But there's something bothering. Ah! Crap, I let my guard down for 1 second, and now she's wall-locking me into infinity.
気になること？
Yeah. I just barely managed to break out of her combo and create some space between our characters, allowing me to continue the conversation. Suzu's got a kind heart. She's always loved helping people out and making them happy, but you probably know that.
言われてみればそうだったな。ちょっと困っていたらさっと手助けしてくれたり、誕生日とか結構凝ったものプレゼントしてくれたり。
Right. Well, that selfless aspect of her personality has kinda shot up big time. This happened the morning after Suzu called Mom Mommy. I opened my door and stepped out into the hallway, only to find Mom teetering around like a zombie.
おはよう宗介頭痛いよ
That's what happens when you spend all evening drinking and partying, Mom.
君がママと呼んだから昨日はママ記念日
Talk about rip-offs.
二日酔いだ
Great to hear, Dad.
頭痛い
You didn't even drink any, you hack.
そのはずなんだけどなんというか気分的に
Being able to get drunk with zero alcohol, I'm sure a lot of people would love that ability. Shame it still comes with the hangover, though.
頭痛いでもお仕事行かなきゃ
とりあえず水が飲みたい
Damn, are you guys seriously gonna be alright?
大丈夫だといいな
You're giving up before even heading to work? And so I'm forced to support my hungover parents until they make it to the living room. I don't mind my parents celebrating, I just wish they exercised this thing called restraint.
もうダメ
Oh, shut it. You didn't even drink. Add one magically hungover Nanaru to the list of people I have to drag to the living room. The moment I open the door.
みんなおはよ
I see Suzu in the kitchen.
すずどうしたんだ？
早い時間に目が覚めたから朝ごはん作ってみたの。
She gestures over to the table, which is filled with piping hot food. I don't see any food. Oh, looks good. It's not quite as vibrant as Mom's feast from yesterday, but all the little bowls filled with Japanese-style food look perfect.
どうしたのこれ。昨日冷蔵庫空っぽにしちゃったから食材なんてほとんど入ってなかったのに。
ちょっと行ったところに朝早くからやってるスーパーあるよね。そこでいろいろ買ってきたの。
わざわざ早起きして作ってくれたの？
Mom covers her mouth, flabbergasted and trembling in delight. I'm pretty sure I can even see tears in the corners of her eyes.
そんな大したメニューじゃないけど、あとお父さんとママにこれ。
弁当？
今日も暑いからご飯は梅干しの混ぜご飯にして、ハムも下茹でしたから食中毒とかは大丈夫だと思うよ。
お弁当を作るだけじゃなくて食中毒の心配までしてくれたの？
あ、お父さんのスーツアイロンかけておいたよ。あっちのハンガーにかかってるから。
こんなに暑いのにアイロンかけてくれたのか？
そうだ、昨日ナナルが見たいって言ってたアニメの特番の録画予約だけど時間がずれてたから直しておいたよ。え、マジで？絶対見たいやつだったから録画失敗したら泣いてたわ。それと兄さん、
What's up?
ごめん、何もないの。
You don't have to frown about it. After that exchange, we all take our seats at the table and dig into breakfast.
もしかしてこれ一人で作ったのか？
心がしみじみする味なんじゃ。
なんというか和食って安心するな。だしもきちんと取ったんだな。インスタントだしでは出ない味わい深さが。
ごめんなさい、だしは顆粒のやつを使ったの。
美味しければ何でもいいじゃない。
As I watch my parents and Nanaru smack their lips, I timidly reach my chopsticks out for an egg roll. The fried egg squishes in my chopsticks, wobbling and threatening to fall apart as I raise it up. I normally prefer soy sauce on my eggs, but it feels like a waste to dirty the exquisite color of these rolls with brown liquid. The moment it enters my mouth, the flavors seem to melt over my tongue. This is so delicious! Yeah, these eggs have just the right amount of fluffiness. And the pickled vegetables are great too. The seasoning on the pickled cucumber is just perfect. This shit is great! I seriously can't get enough of this rice. My hands are working like a machine shoveling the stuff in my mouth.
ご飯おかわり。
Hey, leave some for me!
大丈夫だよ、たくさんご飯炊いたから。
Suzu takes our empty rice bowls and fills them right back up. After that, she flashes us a big smile, satisfied that we are enjoying her breakfast.
よかった。私の料理っておばあちゃん仕込みだから口に合うか不安だったから。いやいや最高だよ、合いまくりだよ、ベストマッチ。
Amen! Nanaru and I keep chewing down, not even giving our hands a second of rest. The food is absolutely amazing, don't get me wrong, but there's one thing I don't quite understand. Why'd you just up and decide to do this all of a sudden? And for as much as I'm praising Suzu's breakfast, that isn't to say that Mom's cooking is bad or anything, it's not. But apparently her expertise lies in Western-style food, so we don't get many opportunities to try the Japanese stuff currently on our dining table. Maybe that's why it's leaving such a powerful impression on us.
急にっていうか、おばあちゃんにキッチンはその家の母親の聖域だから勝手に触っちゃダメって言われてたから。
だから今までほとんどキッチンに入らなかった。そっか、 気遣ってくれてたのね。ありがとう。でもいいのよ、遠慮しなく。
Mom, can you please not talk with your mouth full? Completely ruined the moment.
いやー、でもすずって本当に料理上手ね。これから忙しい時は料理作ってって甘えちゃいそう。いいの？作ってくれるの？
作りたいです。作りたいの。
無理しないでいいんだぞ。勉強もあるんだから。
大丈夫。お料理好きだから作らせてもらえると嬉しいな。
ほんと？じゃあ忙しい時とかは頼んでもいい
？She nods vigorously and with glee. Mom and Suzu had been getting along just fine, but I don't know, it didn't feel like a real mother-daughter relationship. That manifested in the way they talked to one another, how they'd go about asking each other for favors, and so on. It's like there was some invisible line they were afraid of crossing. Of course, me, Nanaru and Dad noticed this, but we didn't want to point it out and make them feel awkward. Thankfully though, it now seems like the wall between them has been bridged for good. Dad. I start to feel a gentle tug on my heartstrings as I watch my dad get teary-eyed. This is the daughter he lost custody of in a divorce, and his second wife we're talking about here. He was probably a million times more worried than I was over how they'd get along. Seeing the two of them smiling and interacting like a true mother and daughter probably has him feeling so overcome with emotions.
目にゴミが。
What is with you people and ruining emotional moments? And in the most cliched way ever, would a bit of originality have killed the man? A little white lie isn't gonna hurt anyone.
でもすずって本当にすごいわね。料理もできて掃除もできて気が利いて。
完璧超人すぎない？
ほんとね。そういえば誰かさんはどうだったかな。
鈴が眩しすぎて五光が。
Why did you turn transparent?
ナナルが浄化された。
されとらんわ。
Ah, she's been resurrected.
私はアンデッドか吸血鬼か何かなの？そんな邪悪な存在じゃないし。
My little sister can't be this monstrous.
ラノベのタイトル？すごい。
Huh?
すごい。ナナルが今消えてみせたのってすごいね。今のマジックどうやってやったの？その浄化されるというか、グワーみたいというか、悪役みたいというか。
Nanaru panics as Suzu approaches her, teeming with curiosity. She makes the most incredible expression when she's at a loss. Can't blame her much for it though. I wouldn't know how to answer such an innocent question either.
ちゃうんや。マジック違うんや。
What kind of mix and match dialect were you going for there?
マジックじゃないの？さようでござる。
If that was your attempt at a Kara impression, it sucked ass.
マジックじゃないんだ。ナナルすごいね。もしかして魔法使いだったりしちゃうの？いや、あれはメタ的パワーというか演出というか。痛い。純粋な視線が痛い。
Nanaru takes a critical hit from Suzu's sparkling gaze. Believe it or not, Nanaru is super easy to control. Just look at her with puppy dog eyes and she'll immediately cave. My little sister is so pure. She's so darling, I can't stand it. And what's more, she's beautiful, can cook, and has a wonderful personality. I'm staring at literal perfection. Did I seriously come from the same mother as this person?
さすがは俺の娘だな。すずは本当にすごいな。
お父さん褒めすぎだよ。
いやいや、そんなことはないぞ。自慢の娘だ。こんな娘を持つことができて父さんは誇らしいぞ。
そうよ、すずはすごい子よ。
My parents lavish praise on Suzu while Nanaru writhes on the floor, slowly turning into ash.
そういえば役立たずのお二人はいつになったら家事を手伝ってくれるのかな？
Did you just correct yourself only to say the exact same thing? Words hurt, Mom.
夏休みだからって毎日ゴロゴロゲームしたりアニメ見たりちゃんと宿題してるの？
してるよ一応。まあぼちぼちと。
やってないのね。可愛くすがるような目をしてもダメ。
なんだよ、別に夏休みなんだから休んでもいいじゃん。休みなのに宿題なんてある方がおかしい。
Are you seriously arguing back with her?
ゲームしたりアニメ見たりするのってそんな悪いこと？スポーツに夢中になって勉強しないやつには誰も何も言わないのに。オタク差別反対、ヘイトスピーチ反対、差別反対。
Where are you even going with this conversation now? For as much as she loathes school, this girl can be seriously cunning. I know I shouldn't be, but I'm actually quite jealous of that. But it's hard to sympathize with her when she starts going crazy with her logic. I really just wish she'd give it a rest.
部活は別にいいのよ。体育系でも文化系でも。
私も部活やってるし。
内申点アップする活動はやってる？部活をやることによって手に入るメリットは何？もっと言うなら進学する時の作文に書けることやってる？
ぐぬぬ、親世代らしからぬ目の付けどころ。チクセウ、進学を盾に取られたら学園生は黙るしかない。なんてことだ。地獄だ。この世は地獄だ。ナナル、しっかりして。
Suzu immediately rushes over to Nanaru, who is now rolling on the floor, screaming and shouting. Sadly, there's no stopping her once she started throwing a hissy fit.
比較されて落ちていく私たちの評価。もうダメ。そうだ、堕落しよう。そうしよう。喉乾いた。喉乾いた。
So now you're acting like a spoiled brat?
喉乾いたの？はい、ナナル、ジュースだよ。
Hearing her plea, Suzu immediately fills a cup with some juice, sticks in a straw, and brings it over.
チューチューチューチュー。ママ。よちよち。ママはここですよ。これがバブミ。
Can we not?
バブバブ。
You're so afraid of having to be independent, you reverted to an infant?
おっと、そろそろ出社しなければ。行ってくる。
ママも行ってきます。すず、お弁当ありがとう。
Aren't you gonna do something about your other daughter?
いってらっしゃい。バブー。
Everyone's just gonna accept this as normal? What the fuck am I supposed to do now? And that's the story of how Nanaru ended up mentally de-aging back into a toddler.
おう、なんてこった。
She's so shocked that her mouth can't keep up with her words. It's like she's being badly dubbed over. Now, if Nanaru's baby transformation was the only issue at hand, I could handle that on my own, but the story only gets worse from there on out. Thanks to that, Suzu's indulgent nature only spiraled more and more out of control.
兄さん、ナナル、お昼ご飯作ったよ。バブバブ。
Oh, for crying out loud! Start acting your damn age again! We need to get our homework done soon. Summer break's gonna be over before we know it.
数学わからないよ。
Is that the only subject giving you trouble?
あと英語と原告と古文とその他もろもろ。
Jesus, you could have just said everything.
大丈夫？
Don't do the work for her, Suzu.
わかってるよ。答えを教えたりなんてしないもん。
thanks. She'll never learn the material if she has someone else do her homework for her.
ケチ。ところでナナル、どこがわからないの？23ページの問い6とか。そっか、問い6か。
Suzu flips through the summer homework math booklet they were given. It looks like she's already way past the problem Nanaru's on.
あれれ、この問題見たことがあるぞ。
Are you even trying to be subtle about this? A goddamn 10-year-old could do a better job of hinting at something.
なんだったかな。どこで見たのかな。あ、思い出した。参考書の48ページだ。参考書48ページ。
She goes right to the stack of textbooks next to her, pulls out the math one, and starts flipping through the pages.
あった。これを参考にすれば解ける。
Unorthodox yet useful advice from Suzu.
アドバイスなんてしてないよ。ナナルが実力で回答への手がかりを見つけただけだもん。
Well, if that's fine with you, I'm not gonna say anything.
やっべ、わかんね。
Bad luck! The advice didn't penetrate Nanaru's cranium. What a sad state of affairs. Don't just stand there making a sad face. You can help her do the problem without just giving her the answer.
やってみる。お願い、すず。私にはもうすずしかおらんのじゃ。
Put in some effort yourself, you lazy ass. Fast forward later that day. I'm back.
あ、兄さん、出かけてたの
Yeah, just to the store. Here, I got you a drink.
ありがとう。
I had to drag myself through the scorching heat, but the smile on Suzu's face makes it all worth it.
あ、そうだ。兄さんの部屋、片付けしておいたよ。
Oh, thanks. Wait, was my room even that much of a mess?
お部屋は綺麗だったよ。だから普段は掃除しないところとか。
The way her voice just trailed off gives me a really, really bad feeling. As in?
ベッドの下の本とか。まとめて机の上に置いておいたよ。
No! My porn collection! Fast forward a bit more.
ただいま
今日も暑かったな。
It's evening, and my parents just got back from work.
おかえりなさい。お風呂沸いてるよ。
お、嬉しいな。汗かいて風呂に入りたかったんだ。
さて、ご飯炊かないと。
ご飯炊いておいたよ。
ほんと助かるわ。
ご飯炊いただけだよ。
でもなんだか家中ピカピカじゃない？
ちょっとだけお掃除したの。
なんだかいい匂いがするな。これは柑橘系か？
ちょっと匂いがこもってる感じだったから、レモンティーを作った時に使ったスライスレモンを煮たの。天然の芳香剤ですっきりするっておばあちゃんに教わったの。
いいおばあちゃんね。
おばあちゃんにいろいろ教えてもらったから。でも洋食はあんまり得意じゃないみたいで、もし嫌じゃなかったらママにお料理教えてほしいなって。
いいよいいよ、いくらでも教えちゃう。
やった。
もうすずってばなんていい子なの。ナナルなんて食べる専門で料理教えてなんて言ったことないのに。
Mom, do you have to keep dragging down Nanaru like this? I'm starting to feel a bit bad for her. I doubt she finds these constant comparisons very funny.
夕飯楽しみ。
On second thought, I completely take back that thought. God, she's so strong-willed. Or maybe she just couldn't care less about being insulted.
だって私食べる専門だし。
That's just terrible reasoning.
そんなこと ナナルは何でも美味しそうに食べてくれるから作りがいあるよね。
空見ろほれ見ろ、ナナルちゃん最強ウェイ。
Wipe that smug ass look off your face. I doubt this little shit even knows what the word humility means.
さーて何作ろうかしら。すずは洋食だと何が好き？
ちょっと子供っぽいかもしれないけど。大丈夫大丈夫。親にとって子供は永遠に子供なんだし。
As beautiful as that is, the fact that it's coming from the laziest person on the planet ruins it. Why the hell is she even part of their conversation? She's not teaching anyone jack shit. Hey, Suzu.
ちょっと待ってね。今ご飯作るから。
No, look, you don't have to keep working so hard.
何が？
Oh, that look of pure and utter confusion puts me at a loss for words. Even if I'm perplexed by this sudden change in Suzu, nobody's forcing these things on her. She's doing work around the house because she enjoys it. Maybe I was wrong to try and say something. So with that, I decide to shut my mouth.
すず、夕飯の準備しよう。
兄さんごめんね。話はご飯の後でもいい？
Sure.
それで悩んで私を呼び出したのか？
Yeah, that's right. Maho unleashes her super on me and my character falls to the ground in defeat. Fucking hell, why does she have to be so ridiculously good at these games? I feel like I was wrong to question things.
いや、間違ってはいないと思うぞ。
Oh.
ただ、すずも間違っているとは思わないな。
Yeah, I agree with you there. Things continued mostly the same after the point where I left off. Suzu worked tirelessly around the clock doing various chores around the house, though that isn't to say she didn't enjoy every second of it. As long as she likes it and she's not going overboard, I guess it's not a problem. She's kinda going about it like it's second nature to her. For her, it's probably just about making us happy.
人に対して心を許すと、ナナルみたいにだらけたりするのが普通だと思うんだが、すずの場合は逆なんだろう。
Yeah, I know she's doing all of this out of the kindness of her heart, because she loves us and all. Like, I appreciate it, but part of me feels like I need to stop her.
頑張りすぎて体を壊したりしないか心配だな。
Well, that too.
他に何か心配事があるのか？
I don't know if you'd call it a concern exactly. But the more Suzu shows off like this, the worse me and Nanaru look by comparison. Our valuation is crashing harder than the post-Brexit pound. I doubt that line is in the original Japanese script.
Oh.
You don't even want to know what happened after dinner that night.
まだあるのか？
She seems almost afraid to ask. But little does she know, I still haven't even gotten to the main part of the story. Yeah, there's more.
味。はい、ナナル、お茶どうぞ。
Suzu had tea prepared for Nanaru not even a minute after she got out of the bath. Of course, with a straw in the cup and everything.
ありがとう。チューチュー、チューチュー。いい子ですね。おいしいですか？
You're pretending you're breastfeeding her?
さてさて、食器片付けないと。
洗っておいたよ。
ほんと？ありがとう。
ふう、そろそろ寝るか。今日は暑いし、クーラーが効くまで眠れそうにないな。
お父さん、寝室のクーラーさっきつけておいたよ。
おお、助かる。
すずがいてくれるとほんと生活が快適になって嬉しいわ。
そうかな。
それに比べてチラリすずみたいにとまではいかなくても ナナルやソウスケがもうちょっとうちのお手伝いしてくれたら助かるんだけどな。
Oh, sorry about that, Mom.
しょぼん。
Nanaru and I kneel on the floor in shame after Mom scolds us. Before Suzu arrived, both Nanaru and I let Mom do 100% of the housework. Frankly, the only thing I know about cooking is some things taste good and other things don't, so I probably shouldn't have been going off on Nanaru about her lack of culinary skill earlier.
ママ、そんなこと言わないで。兄さんもナナルも自分なりに頑張ってるんだから、ゆっくり見守ってあげて。
Talk about a neat thing to say.
しかもダメニートを量産するやつだ。
ニート予備軍が何を言ってるんだか。
ニート違います。学園生です。
じゃあ卒業した後は？
未来ってのは白紙の地図さ。歩いてるうちに自然とできてるものだよ。
Wow, did you pull that one straight out of an inspirational quotes website or something? Holy hell, guys, we've got the second coming of Aristotle here.
そうだよね。未来なんて誰にもわからないもんね。先のことを急いで決めなくてもいいと思うよ。
Suzu, you are an actual saint. Only a saint would be willing to show that much kindness to someone with no motivation for self-improvement. But too much kindness can be deadly. If she keeps encouraging our behavior, we might seriously become 30-year-olds who live in their parents' basement. I'm so tired. Guess I'll take a bath and go to bed. I'm too tired to think about things anymore tonight. I'll save that for another day. I grab my pajamas and head to the bathroom when I hear a voice calling to me.
兄さん。
Suzu. I look up and see Suzu right outside the bathroom door. Oh, were you gonna take your bath now?
そのつもりだったんだけど。
Nah, that's alright. You can go first. Just let me know once you're done, okay?
そうじゃなくて、一緒に入ろうと思って。
Oh! Wait, what? I have to stop and take a moment to process what she just said. What exactly am I taking with you?
兄さんとお風呂に。
Ah, okay, gotcha. You wanted me to hop in the bath with you.
背中流してあげるね。
Seeing her smile and nod so joyfully, my expression loses a bit. But... Hold up! I can't take a bath with you. That's wrong on way too many levels.
どうして？
Do I really need to say?
昔はいつも一緒にお風呂入ってたよ。
Okay, yes, but that was a long time ago. How old do you think we are now?
ダメだよ、兄さん。
Why not?
年齢のことを考え始めたら、このゲーム発禁になっちゃうかもしれないんだよ。
That's what you're worried about? Look, what I'm trying to say is, like, we are both adults now. Do you see what I'm talking about? Right? Phew, thank goodness Suzu's such a smart girl. I knew she'd eventually get it.
そうだよね。裸はちょっと恥ずかしいもんね。
Exactly.
水着持ってくるから待っててね。
That's not any better. It's not? Don't give me that what face. Look, here, let me give you an analogy. Unfortunately for me, it seems my little sister sees no issue with two siblings of opposite sex bathing together. Wait a sec, I distinctly remember her getting embarrassed when I stumbled upon her and Nanaru in the bath at summer commie. Was something different then? Just keep in mind, this is strictly an analogy, nothing more. Let's say when you get a bit older, you find yourself a boyfriend who you're planning to marry.
兄さんを残して結婚なんかしない。
Right, and I ain't about to let some punk-ass mofo lay his hands on my little sister either. Suzu!
ってミイラ取りがミイラになってんじゃねえか。
Nanaru suddenly bursts onto the scene and knocks me clean off my feet.
兄さん。
And that's what happened.
なんというか。 うん。ブラコンとシスコンは計画的に卒業しような。
It's not like that. I can see how you would arrive at that conclusion, but please.
そういうことにしておこう。
Believe me, damn it.
まあ、それはさておいて、すずは頭のいい子なんだから、ちゃんと話せば分かってくれるんじゃないか。
Yeah, but that's not the only problem. So, get this. Yesterday I was about to go to the store, right? So Suzu wanted to come along and I said sure. First she wanted to carry the basket, then it was the grocery bags. And at the end she even tried to carry me.
あの細腕で持てたのか？
Well, no. She dropped me after 3 seconds.
だよな。
It was clearly not happening, so who knows why she tried to do it. To make matters worse, my heart started racing a mile a minute after she picked me up, for more than one reason. What do you think, Maho?
さすがに行き過ぎだと思う。
I know, right? She feels more like a mate than a family member at this point.
そうだな。それも、宗介専属のメイドだ。
As much as I'd like to believe otherwise, she's kinda right. She pointed out what I was intentionally trying to avoid acknowledging all this time.
親御さんにバレたら勘違いされかねないぞ。シスコンは病気だから仕方ないとしても、あと何歩か踏み込んだら犯罪だからな。
I'm not trying to screw my sister for the last time. Besides, my parents already know about us.
なんて言ってるんだ？
Like they know everything. Even feels like they're cheering us on to be more affectionate. As for Nanaru, well, she occasionally remembers to throw in her cheeky remark, but she basically spends most days lazing around like she's Suzu's pet cat.
太平洋のように心の広い家庭だな。もしくは頭のネジが飛んでいるというか。いや、すずの方はメイドというか、優しくじわじわと家の主導権を握って支配者になってきているというか。これがひさしを借りて母屋を取るというやつか。カッコウは他の鳥の巣に卵を産んで巣を乗っ取らせるというか。まさかすずはかつての復讐として小森家家の乗っ取りを企んでいるとか。ありえるぞ。格ゲーではよくある感じの復讐者設定みたいな。すずの復讐方法は少しばかりマイルドだが。
I could hear all that, you know.
なんだって？
You didn't realize.
ダメだ。思ったことを正直に言ってしまう。素直すぎる自分の性格はずっと前から直したいと思っていたんだが、しかもついドラマ仕立てで面白くなりそうな方向に想像の翼を広げてしまうもう一つの悪癖と合わせて幼なじみを苦しめることになろうとは。
When did you get all these problems? First I've ever heard of any of it.
宗介、私はどうすればいい？
You're here to help me, Maho. You know, the whole thing with Suzu? You are my counselor, not the other way around, okay? At some point, this conversation went off the rails, so I forced it back on topic.
悪い。つい友達の抱える状況がカオスすぎて混乱した。
Trust me, I know how awful it is.
泣くなって。わかった。大丈夫。ちゃんと考えるから。とはいえ、悪いことをしてるのをやめさせるだけならともかく。
I completely understand why she's so stumped. It's one thing to stop someone with bad intentions, but stopping someone with good intentions? She's really serious about this, so if I lay it on her too harshly, I'll definitely hurt her feelings. You got any ideas?
私に相談されても。
I'm not saying you have to do anything yourself, just like something that'd point me in the right direction. That'd be a huge help.
そうだな。じゃあどうしてそうなったのか考えよ
What do you mean?
う。そうだ、どうにかする理由がわからないならまずは原因を考えてみないか。
Causes. I can't think of any, to be honest.
私の記憶だと小さい頃の鈴は宗介にべったりだったよな。どこに行くにも何をするにも。
Really?
覚えてないのか。鈴が引っ越すまで私が宗介と2人だけで遊んだのって学校ぐらいだっただろう。
Now that you mention it. Suzu, Maho, and I. The three of us were always together back in those days, no matter where we went or what we did. Do you remember that time you, me, and Suzu got on the train without telling our parents and rode it to the next station over?
少ない小遣いをかき集めてな。何も買えなかったけど歩いてるだけで楽しかった。
Yeah, it really was fun.
ああ、ほんといつも一緒だったな。
Were you okay with Suzu always tagging along with us?
まさか。妹ができたみたいで嬉しかったよ。だから宗介の親が離婚しておばさんが鈴を連れて行った時は私も寂しかった。お前ほどじゃないにしてもな。私には今の鈴をどうやって止めるかって理由は思いつかない。だけど気持ちは少しだけわかる気がするんだ。あれだけ毎日一緒にいたのにいきなり宗介と引き離されて何年も会えなかったんだ。
Yeah, but like, she's already been back for 3 months. Why now?
もみじおばさんとナナルに遠慮してたんだろう。鈴はそういう気遣いができる子だからな。気にしすぎるとも言えるけど。
I still remember how happy she looked when Mom complimented her.
ようやく家族の一人になれたって気持ちなんだろうな。
And that's what caused her to go crazy?
暴走というか離れていた時間を埋めるために宗介ともっと一緒にいるために尽くそうとしてるって印象を受けたな。
She does?
ああ、
I look over at Maho as I ruminate about Suzu. Despite how engaged she's been in this conversation with me, her eyes and hands haven't moved away from the arcade machine once as she continues to decimate her enemies. Guess she's just a good multitasker. Must take a lot of brain power for that.
新しい生活に慣れるまで気を張ってきた反動もあっただろうし、今は好きにさせてやるのが一番だと思うぞ。そんな不安そうな顔をするな。もうすぐ夏休みが終わって学園も始まる。そしたら家族の世話どころじゃなくなるだろ。自分が尽くして家族が喜んでくれているのをしばらく見ていればきっと満足する。そうなれば適当なところで落ち着いてくれるさ。
Hopefully, yeah.
少し様子を見たらどうだ。私も機会があったらそれとなく話してみるから。
Thanks. I'm really glad I asked her to help me. I feel a lot better about everything now. Feels a bit pathetic that I can't do anything to help though.
見守ることができるって言った方がいいんじゃないか。前は一緒にいられなかったけど今。
Yeah, you're right, Maho. We're finally living together again. It's not perfect, far from it, actually, but I am happy we're together. Thanks for taking the time to listen to me, Maho.
気にするな。私にとっても鈴と宗介は実の兄弟みたいなものだからな。
Haha, wanna try calling me Uni-chan then?
残念だがどう考えても私の方がお姉さんだ。
Maho Uni-chan!
キモい。
Wow!
冗談だよ。 対戦記録で新レコード記録したんだ。
Oh, nice.
全国レコードを塗り替えたのは初めてだな。
Did you say national? Who were you just playing?
名前からすると多分去年公式大会で優勝したプレイヤーみたいだな。
You beat a tourney champion? How the fuck did she manage that while holding a discussion with me?
ギリギリだったよ。
That's still super fucking incredible. Hey, why don't you compete in the next one of those tourneys? If you can beat that dude, you'd do pretty well, don't you think?
公式大会。
After she mutters that, her smile fades. What, afraid you'll get your ass kicked?
いや、地域大会の開催地が遠いんだ。
Thank God we were born out in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.